Welcome to Ideagen TV. Today we are thrilled to have with us Ashley Mills, CEO of the Vision Council. Ashley, welcome.
Thank you, George.
So great to have you here today. It's incredible to be live here in Washington talking about all of the incredible work that you're doing at the Vision Council. And I'd like to start by asking you, what's on tap for 2023?
Well, we're off to a great start. The Vision Council is comprised of every organization, company, or business that has anything to do with helping people see and their vision wellness. And so we are focused very heavily this year on increasing our advocacy and our voice in Washington and globally. And we're also very focused on consumer awareness as well as data and research. And we're doing quite a bit of work already and had a lot of success so far.
Well, no doubt you're having a lot of success because you're a leader. And we all know that leaders lead. And so here we are in 2023. And I know, as you mentioned, there's a lot of initiatives at the Vision Council. What are a few that you'd like to highlight for the millions of viewers on Ideagen TV?
I think the most important thing to discuss today is that we're taking a very aggressive position and very clear position that vision care is healthcare. And you'll see that coming through in all of our consumer outreach and all of our advocacy work. It is not a nice to have. It is not an extra. Vision care is part of healthcare, and it's been proven to actually solve a lot of other healthcare problems, as well as economic problems, literacy problems, employability, and safety issues. So vision is a solution, and it's part of your overall wellness and health.
You know, it's funny. We've been talking a lot about wellness and mental health and just the ability to have a holistic approach to well-being. And it's profound when you hear stories. You and I have had conversations regarding the simplicity, but yet the incredible impact that vision has on your life and then your well-being. Glasses, reading glasses. I'd love for you to just highlight for a moment maybe an example of how reading glasses can help empower an individual.
Well, certainly there have been several studies globally about the economic impact and the boost that is seen when even over-the-counter reading glasses are provided to workers who are doing close-up work that requires them to see, such as tea pickers, women who are doing beading and beadwork to feed their families. It increases productivity, so it's good for the employer, but it also allows families to earn enough to live and take care of their children.
Incredible. And so we're here in Washington. We can see the Capitol, the White House, and all these other beautiful monuments and places where regulatory and where laws begin and are put into effect. And so what is the Vision Council? What are you leading on? There's so many things I know. But what are a few of the things you're leading on that you want to see impacted by the folks here in Washington?
We're part of an initiative at the United Nations level. We're part of a group called the Friends of Vision, where we were able to successfully secure the first ever United Nations General Resolution announcing and underscoring vision's impact on solving at least 8, if not more, of the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. And so what we're trying to do here in Washington is translate that global message and that global affirmation into each government in all capitals around the world, but the Vision Council is focused, of course, on the U.S. government. So one issue that we're really hopeful to see again this year is Medicare expansion, including vision health. We got close a couple years ago, and we got close a couple years before that, but we're hopeful that it'll be something that is talked about again this year, and that vision will take its place as part of healthcare and not an add-on to healthcare.
And so shifting gears a bit, research. So the Vision Council is at the fore of helping to further, to help folks understand, to help to interpret with our esteemed colleagues here in Washington, the importance of what this research can do and how it can change the world. And so what are a few examples of that?
We've had a banner year already. The Vision Council's board has very strongly supported us in investing in our research department and our data capability, even during COVID when we were just really trying to survive. We made significant investments. I am so proud of the talent that we've assembled at the Vision Council. We have absolute geniuses working for us, and they have very quickly moved to improve our data collection, our data integrity, our forecasting, and our analysis. And we were able, at the beginning of January, to completely restate the size of the U.S. optical market.
Wow.
It is now stated by the Vision Council at $76.5 billion.
Wow.
So just in the U.S. alone, vision is an incredibly important and significant industry. And we use that data to attract people's attention to the importance of the products. When you think about vision care, you find something that sits firmly in the intersection of lifestyle and healthcare, and that has potential to grow exponentially.
Well, and as you think about the impact, and we've seen the incredible impact, and you all also serve, as we've talked about with other organizations on Ideagen TV, as a trusted source of information for this very important area. I understand it. I have contacts, and these things change your life. They can absolutely change your life. And I'd like to focus a bit on partnerships and collaboration. You come from a place where you really espouse, in your career, I've seen you in action with developing and appreciating and really fostering these partnerships and collaboration. So what are some examples?
Well, thank you for saying that, first of all. And partnerships are critical to the success of any organization and any initiative. We might not always agree with every partner on everything, but we certainly can't be working at cross purposes because it undermines everyone. And we have a common goal here, and that's to promote the power of vision. So one of the strongest partnerships that we've formed over several years now is the NGO group that we're part of, the Friends of Vision. That coalition is comprised of foundations, nonprofits, businesses, the World Health Organization, among others. And we, as I mentioned, successfully got our UN General Resolution recognizing vision as a solution. We're now setting our sights a little bit farther down the road, and we are working towards a resolution within the World Health Organization in 2024 that will name refractive error as a treatable disease. So refractive error is what most of us know as either nearsightedness or farsightedness. But what's so powerful about that partnership and the data that we've collected and the progress that we're making and the attention that we're getting, hopefully at the WHO in just another year. The powerful piece of it is that it is so easily addressed. So it is as simple as an eye exam and corrective lenses. That's all it is. It doesn't require anything else than getting people access to eye exams and corrective lenses, and we can solve those problems. Like, we know myopia is a global epidemic. We know how many children will be suffering from myopia or not able to read because they can't see to learn because of myopia. We know that's just going to be, it's going to be crushing. And when you think that vision can solve a list of problems, why not start with addressing vision correction and benefit from the cascade effect that it could have?
It's an incredible cascade, and I believe, the profound element of this conversation is really that the simplicity and the focus, really, that you're helping to shine a bright light on an issue that's so simply solvable. It can be solved, and we like to say solvable at Ideagen, because a lot of the world's most pressing issues, this being one, can be solved and are solvable with a focus and attention to this. Imagine millions of kids across the planet showing up in a classroom. That's what you're conjuring up in my mind. And they can't see the board. Now they're maybe becoming disruptive, or they're deemed as maybe not as intellectually capable as their peers. So a simple eye exam, right here in the United States as well. We're not talking about developing countries, are we? Are we talking about the U.S. too?
We're talking about the U.S.
Right. And so that is, while it's disturbing, certainly, I think the conversation like this, where we're talking to millions of people, hopefully someone out there will say, wait, I have a school in my community. I'd like to bring in someone to help develop eye exams and a process for helping these kids that need it.
I think that would be lovely. And you have to think about, at the most basic level, a child will never know that they can't see because it's all they've ever known. So they won't express it to you. So they might say that they're having trouble with their reading, or they might say they're having trouble with their math, or they aren't feeling comfortable on the playground. They're never going to tell you that they think that their vision needs corrected because they've never known the difference. So it has to be proactive. They don't know. They don't know until you put glasses on them, and then they know what they've been missing.
Yeah, I saw it in our own 12-year-old who had her eye exam, and she was fortunate because we said, let's get you an eye exam, and I saw the difference when she put on her glasses and now she has contacts. It changed her whole perception of going to school on many levels, on her confidence level. Mm-hmm. But she's fortunate, right? Yeah. What about all the kids out there that are not as fortunate, where maybe they don't have a parent or someone, a guardian that can help them shepherd, through the ophthalmology process, right, to go to their doctor for that. So I commend you and the Vision Council for that, because it's relatable to the millions of folks that are watching, to be able to say, well, we've got schools in our community. Who is the vision care specialist in our community? Maybe we can help engage them to help address what is obviously a simple but profound issue. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. That's incredible. Which leads us into awareness. So we're trying to raise awareness. You're trying to raise awareness for what you're doing at the Vision Council. How do you do that?
One of our strategic priorities is consumer awareness. And that's another place that we really rely heavily on our partners. So the Vision Council has a really robust communications strategy. It's non-branded, so we allow all of our members to use it. And then we also encourage them to share it with their doctors, so that individual doctors and practices can use all of our assets to help communicate with their patients, to help generate more eye exams, more business. This isn't something that we need to own. This is something that people just need to know about. So it's very much a kind of grassroots turnkey model, but it's been really well received.
And so as we conclude this interview, first of all, I want to thank you. Profound thanks for helping to shine a light on the issue of vision, the importance of vision, and certainly the leadership necessary to help make a difference to change the world. Connecting it into the global goals of the United Nations is always helpful, because this is we're not just talking about developing countries here. We're talking about right where we are in the United States of America and the same issues that we have here, which is why the U.S. is part of the 17 global goals. I think that's an important educational element for the millions of viewers. The 17 global goals were agreed upon in 2015 by all 193 member states of the United Nations. They're not political. Any issue can be political, but they're not political, because it's all about solutions. And so we love the global goals as a backdrop for every conversation. And the fact that you've had a resolution go through the UN and you've led that through also is a testament to your leadership, Ashley, and to the Vision Council that you're leading. How can our audience find out more about all of the incredible work that you're doing at the Vision Council?
We're at the www.thevisioncouncil.org. And you're encouraged to follow us on social media as well, where you'll see all of our messaging and campaigns around eye wellness and vision health and healthcare.
Ashley Mills, CEO of the Vision Council. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.